In the meantime, we turn to former governor of the great big state of Alaska, Governor Sarah Palin. Good morning.
Thanks for letting me be here.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
You know, it's interesting today with the news of Martin Bashir resigning, post an apology, sort of a 3-week missing time from television. And we want to talk about your book, Good Tidings, in the segment. You say something here that I think is applicable to Martin Bashir. You said, if you live and love this world, you will be hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, his comments were hurtful and wrong. Do you think resigning is enough? He did apologize. He resigned instead of being fired. Is that enough? What's your reaction to that news?
Well, my role is to accept his apology and be humble enough to, accept it and move on. But I just hope that unprovoked attacks like that don't result in people being hesitant to jump in the arena anyway, to get out there and serve the public or, start a business or really commit themselves to changing within their family, their community, their world, doing whatever that they can, despite the fact that in this world you are going to be hurt and attacks will come your way. I just hope that an attack like that doesn't make people hesitate.
Well, one of the things about his attack is it was scripted. It was premeditated. We've all said things on TV when we're ad-libbing.
Well, not me, but go ahead.
It didn't come out exactly right. But this was, the people at NBC had a chance to review it, and they obviously, or apparently, all agreed. And rather than fire him, they let him resign.
After weeks.
Well, it was refreshing to see, though, that many in the media did come out and say, look, our standards have got to be higher than this. Those with that platform, with a microphone, a camera in their face, they have to have some more responsibility taken.
Governor, think about this. If Governor Palin from 6 years ago was attacked like this, would you have reacted differently? How have you changed, being that this was not new?
Well, at this point, I'm used to it. That's kind of a sad state of affairs, too, to have to admit that I am used to it. After 5 years of this kind of stuff, some of that kind of gets knocked out of you a little bit. So 6 years ago, I probably would have been personally hurt by such an attack. Now, no, I look at it as it's kind of par for the course, and just, again, hoping that that doesn't make those who have not yet been under attack like that hesitate to get out there anyway and try to change the world.
Strong message.
Unfortunately, there's a double standard with conservatives, and in particular conservative women, wouldn't you feel?
Sure, that's obvious, and as I've said before, I think the target of the attack is usually more significant than what the articulated words used actually are, and that's part of that double standard.
Right. Did you hear from the National Organization for Women?
Haven't heard from one feminist.
Did you check your voicemail? Did you check your voicemail? Nothing?
I'm sure they're getting to it.
Yeah. So, Governor, the whole thing, you're able to shake it off. The fact that he resigned, your main point you want to get out is people should go out and give their opinion, but stop with the personal attacks. How is that ever going to benefit you?
Well, that's very true. Of course, some of the attacks go beyond the personal attacks. As I've said too, though, Brian, when it comes to me personally, I do feel like I can handle it. I feel kind of calloused, and but not in a bad way. But heaven forbid, Martin Bashir or anybody else come out against somebody who cannot defend themselves and perhaps aren't.
Then you'll go.
Then I'll go
Gloves
ballistic on that person. Yeah. Absolutely. Gloves are off, heels are on, and I'll really say what I want to say.
Sure. we can count on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick word about Obamacare, if we can segue just a little bit. I thought it was significant that yesterday it became clear that Senator Harry Reid, the majority leader in the House, has exempted his staff from Obamacare.
Well, these Obamacare supporters who continue to pick the winners and losers, it's all the more reason that the electorate get out there and start campaigning for true public servants who understand that Congress is not to be above the law. That's a dictatorship that would be embraced if we continue to go down this road with some of these select few in Congress who would, as I say, pick the winners and losers. In the meantime, Joe Blow American is suffering.
Yeah, but you know what? You're going to bring good tidings to everybody, even if you are suffering. I love this book, Good Tidings, Great Joy, by the governor. And, I alluded to it earlier, and it's got such great message in here, not only about forgiveness and being bold about what Christmas means to you, but it has your stories in here, great recipe. Tell everybody a little bit more.
Well, I love this book so much. much because it's not my message. It is the message, the universal message of Christmas, which is real hope. It's not that dopey, hopey, changey stuff coming out of Washington that's a bunch of BS. This is real hope. Remember, the angel had told Mary when she was under these less than ideal circumstances, the angel said, "Fear not. I bring you good tidings and great joy." It's a universal message that can be embraced and certainly remembered through the Christmas season, but applied year-round to all of us, that we need not fear, that if we can understand and absorb and really embrace that true spirit of Christmas year-round, none of us need to fear, and none of us need to really take offense from people who are going to try to shoot you down and hurt you and destroy you, really. Instead, hold on to that real hope, and then the world is going to be a better place.
It is a better place. The book is resonating. How many copies did you sell sign yesterday at Liberty University?
Oh, man, we lost track, but there were 10,000 students there at Liberty University. Well, you know what I think an incentive was, though? The president of the university, President Falwell, had told the students, "I'll give you an excuse tardy if you stand in line."
Well, no wonder.
My goodness. So
And
they stood in line. It was a blast.
We're just a couple of weeks away from Christmas. What does former Governor Sarah Palin want for Christmas?
Oh, my goodness.
Santa might be listening.
No, you know, at this point in my life, I just want everybody happy and healthy around me to have that wonderful, rowdy Christmas that we always have in our family up there in Alaska. Everybody come over to my house and ice skate and eat a ton of good comfort foods and just have a blast. And we do it every year, so I anticipate we'll do it again this year.
That's great.
You know what that means? Gift certificates.
That's what I think. Gift cards.
You want gift cards.
We can lose a gift certificate.
We do, because all the kids drive trucks up there, right? And these are gas hogs, which is politically incorrect, but that's how you get around in four-wheel drives up there. So, yes, gas cards for all the kids. That's what they're getting in their stocking.
Fantastic.
Governor, thanks for sitting with us.
Thanks.
Teeny little book with a great big message. You guys are going to love it.
And I heard word that you're going to be on our Christmas special. I'm looking for confirmation on that.
Word, I get it. Honored,
Governor.
Thank
All right,
you.
now it's time to toss over to Ainsley, who's been working for 36 straight hours. She was on the overnights to 5, and then now again.
My bed is calling my name. Hey, anything to get to work with you guys. What a treat this morning.
That was in the prompter. You didn't see it.
No, I mean it. I love
the prompter.
You all know that. Thanks for having me. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope Heather feels better. She's sick.